All right. Welcome. It's what 12:02 a.m. in the great state of Texas, Arlington, Texas. Welcome. Just popping up. Last minute situation. I actually just went back and got my Streamyard reconnected. So I'm kind of testing things out. Just trying to situate it so that when I actually do come back on a more consistent basis, I'll feel more comfortable with what's going on. But streaming, because I haven't really streamed live on a consistent basis for about, and actually, I think 2023. I would pop in and out, but at one time I was actually live streaming, especially on TikTok, uh, every morning, at least 5 days a week. So, as we know how life goes, 2023 to now 2026, a whole lot of things have happened. A lot of what we call it, life experiences come about. It brings about all types of changes, which there's no dualism in that. It is what it is. It's good and bad. It can be both, either. It all depends on the perspective. So I'm on here. I don't expect anyone to come on because, holiday weekend come to an end. So I'm just out here just testing out StreamYard and getting myself back into the habit of speaking my speak. So I should be streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. That's another reason why I'm on here, because I have two YouTube I have two YouTube channels, studio. I've been nitpicking. That's what I'm looking for. I've been nitpicking on how I want to set up a platform. Actually, my message, my platform is based on two different types of topics or subjects, or titles, or inquiries. Most of you. So let me back up a little bit. As you can see, I go by the name of Tahuti Atan Ra. Also by the name of Lied Too Long. I'm not going to give you my government name, because if you don't know me or my government name, then you really don't know me, but that's not a big issue as well. So these are the two names I'm establishing: Tahuti Atan Ra, and also Lied Too Long. Both of those names play a very important part of my life. So right now, I'm kind of like in the position where I'm going through a major transformation right now. I think the past, we're going on now about 3 months. Things have changed kind of drastically for me, not only in all areas of my life, physically, financially, mentally, spiritually. I mean, you name it. It has, and it is going down. I lost my tooth, accidentally knocked my tooth out a couple months ago. I think about a month ago. I'm like, damn, what's next? And I had to change that, but I don't want to find out what's next. So, my thing, so while I'm on here, I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. So I'm just going to play around a little bit. So there are two things. My main focus is going to be, now that I am looking for work. Yeah, I'll give that right now. But like I said earlier, going through a transformation period to where the main enemy that I'm dealing with is myself. Of this building the consistency of being consistent, or the practice of just being consistent. So that's where I'm at. So what I do, let me share my screen real quick. I'm gonna take you to like one of my YouTube stations. This is this one right here. So, as you can see, here's my banner. Lie too long. And I have another banner. I have Lie too long, which refers to which deals with speaking on topics like recovery, speaking on things that we'll consider to be known as truth, and also dealing with transformation. And I have another one that's called Deconstruction by what I'm calling it. Deconstruction isn't destruction. But slow down. So let's deal with Lie too long. Most of you who may know me, or a few of you may know me, know that I am in recovery. I'm recovering from alcohol and drugs, if you will. Actually, in about 7 more days, it will be 19 years. So, however, my information or my deliverance in that, or my recovery process, has evolved in a lot of areas. However, I try to always keep in mind that people are going to have their own experiences, their own trials and tribulations, their own spiritual awakening, in order to break the cycle of alcohol and substance abuse. So that's why we talk about, this is a real dry sketch. I'm continue to be more focused and work on evolving and improving this. But most of the times when you see my posts on Facebook, you'll see stuff. Also have Fourth Dimension Spiritual Travel. That's my other YouTube channel. Now, Fourth Dimension Spiritual Travel is totally different. I don't want to lose track of it. On point. So, excuse me. Lie too long, recovery, truth, transformation channel. Well, also, I wanted to be a community. I wanted to be a platform for a community of people who are in recovery, thinking about going to recovery, fell out of recovery, whatever it is. No shade, no shame. Understand, like millions of other people do understand. So this is one of my channels that I believe at this time is showing on this. But I have to go back and find out. So like I said, what I'm doing right now is kind of like a testing, practicing period, as far as just getting used to the tools of Streamyard and making sure that my YouTube channels are together. But but at the same time, I will be coming on a more consistent basis when I don't listen to what's going on inside my mind. So part of my transformation Again, tell you something. Well, my butt down. Here, I love chat GPT. Really, hope y'all can see that. Now, I had almost like 1,000 followers on Facebook, and my account got hacked. They had to start over, and by that time, I had kind of lost, my momentum. So that was right back around 2023. So yeah, that's my stuff going on. And anyway, as you can see, if you see my stuff, a lot of times I will create certain reels, fires like this wheel. If we open up, I won't show too much information. So these posters, these flyers, these designs represent as well deconstruction. So we're also talking about deconstruction, not only from certain recovery tools or tips or anything like that. But sometimes in the recovery, we get to the point where we don't grow. We just become, we just stay in auto. I mean, which helps keep the sober and keep us clean, but we're not growing to a certain extent. And for a lot of us, we're fine with that. We have that option. What happens a lot of times is when someone may come to us, so-called criticizing, pointing out our shortcomings, and we may respond in a so-called, in other people's view, the wrong way in the recovery aspect, and then those who started the bullshit found the excuse that they needed in order not to get on or stay on the path of recovery. I say it all the time. Recovery is not, let me go down here. You see I got recovery, got rebirth. Recovery is a rebirth. Recovery is in situations to where, recovery puts us in a situation to where it's going to test and it's going to challenge us to continuing process of rebirth. Now, I can get scripture on you. That Jesus said that the kingdom of God, one must be born again. Too wrapped up in that. It speaks of a rebirth. Rebirth, reborn is a spiritual principle that has been around since the beginning of time, even before the creation of the Bible. So that's one area. Then we're also talking about deconstructing or deconstruction from religious beliefs. Another channel that I'm coming let me back up. This is where when I started dealing with the deconstruction, I'm trying to see if I can find it. I'm not sure I have a picture of it. Here it is, right here. I gotta open it up now. Even though this is a smaller image, but I'm also am a prime advocate for deconstruction from religious belief. My main topic is Christianity. So I had to go through a period, or I found myself going through a process of being able to deconstruct from Christianity. That's a long story. As we go, as the community grows, I'll definitely get more details for that. But that's another community that I'm building. I'm not gonna say I'm trying to build. So I'm building as well for people who are having challenges or have questions about their inherited Christian or religious. It does not always remain or always be about Christianity. It's just that Christianity is the one I'm more familiar with. I tried a little bit of Islam. I've done a little bit of Buddhism. A whole bunch of stuff, but when the ish it really hit the fan, to find relief, to find from the heat, I went back to what I was raised with, which was Christianity. Never fully, even though it never fully grasped the power that I needed in order to live a life. So it's crazy. So so that one platform, deconstruction, isn't destruction, because when the individual starts going through that process, so I remember when I started with that process, it was back in 2013 or 14. Prior to that, I was pretty heavily involved in Christian ministry, minister, praise and worship leader, choir director, youth Bible director, youth minister. From 2007 to 2013, so clean. But from 2000 on back, I really started preaching in 2002 to 2007. Pretty rough. And prior to that, this is where the recovery part comes in. When we talk about the 12-step process, we go back to I too long. Too much. What I'm trying to say is that, so we got two different platforms. We got the recovery platform. We had a recovery process platform. I had deconstruction from Christianity platform. That's what let's do one, right? Either one, we have it. You gotta have your own spiritual experience on either one. The goal is how can we bring them together? coming together. Have a lot of people say that your process of bringing it together is not correct, is not right. In other words, it's not efficient. But what I'm building is going to be based on deconstruction isn't destruction, because once again, that's all it's going. A lot of times when we start, if you brought up a certain way, you say, well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna start having my own spiritual walk, my own spiritual talk, my own spiritual journey, or my spiritual journey is different. Then a lot of we'll hear a lot of you get a lot of information from other people from the outside, trying to who are in fear of the fact that we're destroying our lives, we're destroying our soul, and bottom line is you're going to go to hell. So once again, we're being thrown or put in a position to stay based on fear. But inside of us, well, I know for a fact me, inside of me, but it's saying, hold on, no, I'm sorry. Wasn't what I felt inside what I needed. My deliverance first came from the lie too long before the Jehudi I told her I just raw sad. So I had to go through the lie too long, which I'm still going through because it's a part of who I am. It's not only involved in, because life too long, it not only does it involve in drugs and alcohol, it deals with finances, it deals with family issues, it deals with mental state, it deals with life period, my life period. Right here, life is too long, no more lies, only the truth. It puts me on the path, and I was awakening to the path. I started seeking for truth. That was so that's what most people know me from the recovery process. Even though I'm in Texas now, even though most of my connections are back in California, I haven't seen them in decades, almost 2 decades. This work. 2007, 2015. Experiences. Life experiences. While at the same time breaking free from the guilt and shame that was being put on me from the Christian doctrine and stuff. So, am I saying that it's wrong? No. I'm saying that there's nothing wrong with deconstructing, reevaluating, When we come to the right now, it says lie to underscore too long. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze also, but it's also fourth dimension spiritual travel as well. Now, fourth dimension spiritual travel actually started off as when I was trying to, let me say the word trying. I'm gonna use trying on this to become a independent travel agent. It was for many reasons, but no shade, it's all good. Then it started, as I started getting involved in certain types of meditations and spiritual growth and spiritual readings and stuff like that, I was able to see that the fourth dimension spiritual travel was basically, it was fourth dimensions travel. That was the airline thing. Then I understood, or I came to the awareness that no, it's a spiritual travel. So I'm dealing with the fourth dimension spiritual travel. Another platform. Over here, I'm just real quick on my studio because, well, like I said, I got 2 studios, and I have to find out. Need to get them organized a little better. I'm not sure if I'm going to simplify to underscore too long or the fourth dimension spiritual travel. I don't think I have enough space in the channel section to put them both in there. I don't know, but however, in the description, if you go to YouTube and you look me up, my website, I'll put that on. You found here. Welcome to Lie to underscore too long. Deconstruction isn't destruction. Dedicated to thoughtful inquiry, personal transformation, spiritual freedom. This platform exists for individuals who are ready to question long-held beliefs, examine inherited narratives, and engage in the courageous work of deconstruction. Also, whenever we're deconstructing anything, it takes courage. Because we're going against the grain of traditional thought. What was that? Bobby Womack had a song, said, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. Classic. So let's take, so it is. You think you're lonely now, wait till you start deconstructing. Back to the reading. I believe that deconstruction is not about destroying your faith. It's about creating the critical thinking distance needed to evaluate ideologies, you say, possibly, and integrity. How you walk. Encourage people to release fear-based conditioning, mental harmful dogma, and embrace a deeper understanding of their soul. The divine freedom catalyst, that's how I view myself. I'll get more into that in further future lives or recordings. As a divine freedom catalyst, I find lived experiences, recovery principles, and transformative spiritual exploration to help others cultivate resilience, emotional healing, and authentic spiritual freedom. Here's the hook right here. The goal is not to tell you what to believe, but to empower you to think critically, trust your inner wisdom, and reclaim your voice. Always, I was terminated from my last employment. Look at my I was terminated from my last employer. Pretty much. Here's what it is. I know the first 45 days after being terminated, I slept like crazy. I didn't realize, excuse me, I didn't realize how tired, physically tired, I had become. Physically, mentally, and spiritually tired that I became. So I slept. Now, I still had to get other things put into place. Majority of the time, I slept. I went through a period to where I really didn't leave the house for 2 months. So like right now, I'm just now getting to the point to beginning to get my roar back home. Yeah, as far as I'm going. So now this is going to be as time goes on, what you see in the ticker tape, this is going to be the email address we're going to be using. Eventually, when certain get better situated, especially financially, I'm going to go ahead and get the website back going, because I do have a website as well. It's been inactive for a while. It was inactive before I lost my job, my employment, because I was so busy working on a job. So at the point where all I was doing was going to work, eating, sleeping, and going to work. So that's why I was saying earlier when I was finally let go. I was put in a position to reevaluate, deconstruct, and begin the process of reconstructing my mission. See, my camera's right here, but I keep looking over here, like I'm not looking at it. It's kind of crazy. I have to get that together as well. So, I like looking at myself too. So, or, I want to look at the camera, I want to look at myself. So I gotta fix that. Maybe. But I know I'm not looking at you, but I'm talking to you. So, looking at the camera. Because in like all my life, I have done things different. So, and have survived all of it. I have survived all of it. So now, because of my age, I'm in the fourth quarter. Y'all. In here, for a particular reason, and the fog is slowly but truly lifting. I know 30 minutes, that's about 7 minutes. I know, I understand. But a lot of times I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm supposed to go live. I'm thinking I'm supposed to go live on one of those type of classes. But I'm pretty well known in the social media coaching, spiritual coaching side, as a divine freedom catalyst. But I am where I am. You start where you start, However, I'm always going to be an enemy with attack. An enemy. I'm talking about no devil. I'm talking about my mind, my thinking. The enemy is my thinking, is my devil at times. Matter of fact, it has been all the time. But I have to cipher through some things to understand where to point, finger, to blame. Another show. Just came up with the last minute. I'm not even prepared. I ain't, I'm just here. I got the screen thing behind me. I hope it's showing on the other side on YouTube. If not, the kitchen all jacked up. But hey, it is what it is. But that's my transformation. So in order, I am a light bearer and bringer. All of that. But I basically, it's just getting ready. Please put that way. I know I'm bouncing all over the place. So tonight was basically jump on, start working on I'm going to bring up things. I'm going to say it's not traditional. A lot of you will not agree to it. A lot of you will not understand. Okay. I'm still having issues looking at the camera. I like looking over here. I like looking at me. And I need to go over here and let you know I'm talking to you. That's okay. That's okay. Still, express yourself. Say what's on your mind. Say what's on your heart. Just understand this. I'm going to do the same thing. Because this, where I'm at right now, it has been in the making and going through the process 11 years. I still had to deal with, one of the things about, especially when I'm gonna talk about it. One of the things about being stuck in recovery, see, what helped me with, let me tell you, what helped me with deconstructing Christianity, I went through the 12-step process in recovery, because I had to find a way to come to the grips of one of the main principles in the 12-step recovery process, which is honesty. Some would say surrender, some would say, I forgot the other one. Surrender, I forgot the other one. The one that I liked, that helped me, was honesty. There came a time and a place. There came a time and a place where I had to get honest for real. I'm telling you, man, the truth. I got honest for real at that time and in that place, or at that place. I mean, I've been in that place before. I've been in that place before where, okay, oh yeah, I gotta get my shit together. Yeah. But this day, this moment was different. It hit hard. Like, it's hard. And me so hard. One more. Presence, devil. Even though there was some demonic stuff going on, it wasn't the devil that was the problem. The problem was me. Help me, the deconstruction of Christianity. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Christianity is wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. A lot of stuff in that belief, and other religious beliefs, not just Christianity, that is too dogmatic. And where, if anything like me, start questioning certain things. Like I posted something in Facebook and on TikTok. I'll probably be on TikTok tomorrow night. I should be on TikTok now. I probably have a bigger audience, but real, but a voice recording, asking spiritual community or your religious community, your spiritual leaders or your religious leaders, real tough questions. And then, if you're lucky, come back. How many of y'all remember the movie Dirty Harry? Huh? Dirty Harry? What was it? Callahan? The first one, when he came on the scene, it was a bank robbery, and the brother, Dirty Harry realized about the bank robbery was going down. He went out there and started shooting up people. And there was this one brother, very famous actor, who I can't remember his name. He went up to the dude, pointed that 44 Magnum in his face, and said, "Do you feel lucky? Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you feel lucky?" What's the famous line? Make my. I'm bringing that up to say this. So we start asking the question, what makes them tough? Not because of intellectual stuff. It's because it's a question that our soul is asking in a soft and quiet yet effective way. So when we start putting questions, and if we are fortunate to be like the bank robber that was facing the gun of Dirty Harry, as far as if we are lucky enough, it'll open up a whole new world to where the soul will have to be quenched. So I'm not saying that there's something wrong with Christianity. I just think that we're not being taught deep enough. And the only way we can find that is we have to go in our own selves as well and ask our soul questions. Because the soul, our soul knows. So we can deconstruct using a critical thinking thinking critically, and yet you can still be in the doctrine, in the religion, but you're rolling, you're flowing, you're walking different. It's just like in the recovery field. You know, some of us, you can go to recovery meetings and you come across people who have lots of time, have a lot of time being clean, a lot of time even or being sober. You know what I mean? However, it has some serious anger issues, sexual issues, money issues. However, they have gained enough knowledge. They have changed it. Well, yeah, because to know is good. To know is better than to just have faith. Sometimes it's good to have faith, but there are other times we just got to know. So I'm gonna continue using that word, they have gotten enough knowledge to wrap up, to compare to wrap it up or to synchronize it with their faith to help them keep from going back to drinking and using. But still, like all of us, may hesitate to go deeper. Somewhere in the Bible, I think it's in Proverbs, it talks about that the deep calls out unto the deep. So, I meant to get off 15 minutes ago. We have to understand. I'm on a process right now where I think that viewing Jesus in a mythological view stronger than the historical view that has been taught for the last 2,000 years. Well, not 2,000 years, that's right. Thousands or so. So I just came on here for a hot minute. To get out of my own head of color excuses of not going live. At the same time, I had to get Streamyard taken care of in this time of tough financial situation. I'm also learning now, and a lot of things, I might as well talk. Ain't nobody ain't gonna be watching this stuff. Other issues, I've been having physical limitations because I got diagnosed with osteoarthritis in my left hip, which has slowed me down. I'm always in pain. And the process of getting this taken care of is challenging. Which affects my finances. So I had to relearn how to budget. Unemployed since April. Still live in the same place. Still ain't lost nothing. Period. Robbing Peter, paid Paul, and jacking up James. And every now and then haven't lost anything. It allowed me, and it made me get deeper into my, I won't say spiritual belief, but spiritual main books that I'm reading right now is go back and share. I like talking to myself. Talk to myself because there ain't no one to talk to. I think that used to be a song. So what we have? This is a good book too, right here. Hold on. This is my Kindle. This is my library. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. 90% of these books I have not read all the way through. I go through because I've never been that type of reader that go from page one to the last page. I was like, I can't do it. I get distracted very easily. I had to learn and accept and become comfortable with the fact that I'm not going to read a whole book. I think I read one. I think out of all these books, I think I've only read one all the way through. What I do, I go through. Moves. But go by. I'm spirit of the divine moves me. This one right here, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. I like to meditate. As I understand it, it's one of the oldest spiritual teachings. Start dealing with the nectar and the nectaroos, and start dealing with the principles, and that they start understanding that that white tea supremacy, refuses to let always rebuttals to say that our stuff back in the day before Christianity, any other religion, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Kemetic science, these Kemetic teachings came way before that. The Sumerian teachings, you have, Mesopotamia, all these ancient teachings, and then you hear these other stories about Anunnaki and Israel. I mean, there's so much stuff out there that it'll make you like it'll make your head spin. Basically when you are, when I was taught, when I was coming up. One thing I knew about, when I was raised, my mother raised me very well back in California. Eleanor raised me very well. She did the best she could. We didn't see things eye to eye a lot of times. I didn't know how to express myself. We had the issues. But at the end of the day, it's all about, I knew she loved me, and I loved her, but I could have shown her that. I should have shown that. And I always, yeah. Those who know, Those who don't know, maybe you know. I mean, I have no shame in it. I'm talking about that time and that place. The time and the place of that world. But I like it. Don't believe it. Don't take nothing literally. I like it because for me, it was the first one for me at the time to tell me none of this stuff is literal. It's all mythology. You have to find the principles in it, and that you are connected. That myself and nature and the universe are connected. And so all these other major religions, whether you believe it or not, took or used information from the old ancients, Africans, and Egypt at that time called Kemet. You still have people say, well, Kemet means the black land. That may be true, but there was also black people in it. Those who are in there now, the people that are living there now, they only can go so far back. I think that really didn't jump off until after the Arab invasion. Go back. Far back, way back. All of a sudden, in this information of all of us, black folks, all of us did not come over here to the Americans on slave ships. Oh, that's coming out. There are. This land was colonized by the Europeans, which we all know they came through here with a manifest destiny, saying that their God told them, kill everybody that's already here, take the land because it's yours. So how are we going to do that? Well, give them this book. And while you give them this book and have them teach them this book, we're setting up, we'll set up, we'll take care of the rest. I'm gonna get that from the main. You will never hear that talking in the mainstream. You gotta go underground. Yeah, while you're going underground, you have to discern and decipher what to use and what not to use. Everything ain't go underground, everything's not the truth. What's that? Everything's not the truth. Everything's not the truth above the ground either. So yeah, that's why I like it. Because it was really the first one I came across that was telling me, hey, stop looking at this literally. There's a hidden message. You know, I started falling into metaphysics. And I started coming across a couple of white folks say, hey man, this is what's really going on. So right now, my main two books that I'm reading right now are The Egyptian of the Dead, The Coming Forth, by the Coming of the Day, the Book of the Coming Forth of Day and Night, dealing with commission, science, spirituality, thoughts, beliefs. Then I have The Lost Secrets of the Nag Hammadi. Talks about Jesus' followers who were Gnostic. Their main thing was not to view Jesus as a literal person, but to, in a nutshell, follow or search for the golden nuggets in the spiritual, metaphysical side of what Jesus was teaching. And then Gnostics, Catholic Church, had these little wars in the Catholic Church war. They didn't win just by sitting there talking about praying it out. No. Praying it out. You know, like the Pilgrims and the Indians, if you will. They didn't take the land, they took the land by force. Okay. So those are my main two books. I go back and forth. I like reading those. The one when God had a wife, that's pretty deep as well. You know, then the historical deception, the untold story of the ancient Egypt or Kemet. This is a good book too. Now this one right here, he starts breaking out, starts talking about some of the people who are named in the Bible were actually real life pharaohs. In the historic Christianity, there's a hidden meaning. There's a hidden message, when we start studying Christianity, from a face value perspective. there's a deeper knowledge. They know that. They know that. White folks know that. There's some Christians, they know that. They continue to feed us, you know what I'm saying? Feed us the layman's term. And then the other ones, you know, they commit. I haven't really. This one right here, and what was the Lester Keith? Yeah, I was a little too deep for me. I wasn't ready for that. Some of these books I'm not ready for. They sound good. I pull them down, and I get to read them. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I know I pulled it down for a reason, so I'm eventually get to it. The holographic universe. I haven't really gotten this one. The one I was really looking for about a particular author I couldn't find, so I settled for this. The Beginner Guide of Committed Spirituality helps me, you know, to understand, you know, look at things in the cosmological sense, and that in the metaphorical and methodological sense, not literally. And then this one right here, the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, helps me break certain things down. Because everything, you know, like I said, everything in the Bible, there is a hidden message in every scripture in the Bible. But a lot of times, you're not going to get that unless you get around a group of people who are already in that, or you start doing some simple things. Something has to spark within you to make you do that. Because like I said, you know, it takes courage, you know, to go through that deconstruction phase and that particular belief. Hidden wisdom and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, right, you know. Who was the King of Glory? That's a tough one too. I like How to Understand Your Bible by Amanda Q. Hall. You know, yeah, that's a good one. I read that one. These are books that. Here's another by Brother Reggie. I forgot his name. Oh, right here. Reginald Martin. Cracking the Christ Code, Exposing Ancient Egyptian Origins of Jesus. I've had that book for a while. I haven't really dug into it, but I will. But these two right here, I'll read this one day for a couple of days. I'll come back and read this. I have to refresh and catch up. Read this for a couple of days and let my soul and my spirit minister to my soul. I'm going to go back and forth. An hour and 10 minutes. So I have to stop. So that's what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. It's just the platform that I'm building. Get together. Three principles. Together. Just forward in there. I ain't trying to put any stuff out. I'm not trying to put any stuff out. I will be back. Guys have a great, it's 1 o'clock in the morning over here. I'll probably see up to 4 o'clock. But lately, I'm usually up at night. And I'm going to bed about 6 o'clock. Unless I have to do something or be somewhere, I'll go to bed early. Like, something like tonight, I'll be up to 6 o'clock in the morning. I may move over to TikTok from here. Go to bed, press home. I appreciate you coming through as much as you have. You're not listening now. So sooner or later you're gonna learn this. You're gonna start listening. It's gonna make it happen. It's gonna. My job is No.